Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am super excited to put this playlist together, this series together. These are some of my favorite animals around the homestead, and I'm sure we're going to agree on some things and disagree on some things. I would love to hear what you think in the comment section, so let me know. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And with that, here are my super fun favorite facts about chickens.
Chances are you've seen a chicken or two pecking at the ground, clucking away, maybe laying an egg for breakfast, and you probably thought, they're just simple birds, right? Feathered little dinosaurs without much going on upstairs? Well, what if I told you that you've been totally underestimating one of the most common animals on Earth? What if I told you that inside that tiny bird brain is a level of intelligence and social smarts that could give some mammals a run for their money? Get ready to have your mind scrambled. We're about to uncover the shocking truths about their hidden genius, their complex social circles, and their frankly surprising abilities. By the end of this, you'll never look at a chicken the same way again. All right, let's dive right in. You think you know chickens, but you really have no idea what these birds are capable of. From doing math to feeling empathy, we're counting down the most unbelievable fun facts that prove there's nothing bird-brained about them. Chickens are mathematical whizzes. Kicking things off with a real stunner, chickens can do math. Yes, you heard me. Believe it or not, studies show chickens have basic arithmetic skills that are on par with human toddlers. In one wild study from Italy, chicks that were only 3 or 4 days old could perform simple addition and subtraction with numbers up to 5. Researchers would move objects behind 2 different screens. For example, taking one object from a group of 3 and adding it to a group of 2. Again and again, when given the choice, the chicks would correctly walk over to the screen, hiding the larger number of objects. They were mentally keeping score, adding and subtracting, and making a logical choice. That's a skill that human toddlers are just starting to grasp. So next time you see a hen with her chicks, she might literally be counting them. They have a complex language. All that clucking and crowing you hear, that's not just random noise, it's a conversation. Chickens have their own complex language with at least 24 to 30 distinct calls, and each one means something specific. They have different alarm calls to warn the flock about a hawk in the sky versus a fox on the ground. A rooster might crow to tell other roosters to back off his territory without ever starting a fight. They have special calls for "I found food," for flirting, and even that special buck caw a hen makes to announce she's just laid an egg. A mother hen will even start talking to her chicks while they're still inside the egg, and they'll chirp right back, learning her voice before they've even hatched. Roosters have also been caught being sneaky. They'll make a food call to trick a hen into coming over but stay quiet about the snack if a rival male is nearby. That shows a level of social cunning you just don't expect. Chickens have superpowered vision. A chicken's view of the world is way more vibrant than ours. We're trichromatic, meaning we have 3 types of color cones in our eyes. Chickens are tetrachromatic. They have 4. This lets them see all the red, green, and blue light we do, plus ultraviolet light. This means chickens see a whole rainbow of colors completely invisible to us. This UV vision is a real superpower. It might help a mother hen use the UV reflection off her chicks' feathers to see who is the healthiest. It also makes bugs, seeds, and berries pop against the background, making it way easier to find a meal. On top of that, their eyes are on the sides of their heads, giving them a massive 300-degree field of view, way more than our puny 180 degrees. They can even use each eye for a different task at the same time, like using their nearsighted right eye to look for seeds on the ground, while their far-sighted left eye scans the sky for predators. They form deep social bonds and feel empathy. There's a reason we have the term pecking order. Chickens live in complex social hierarchies where every single bird knows its place. This social ladder decides who eats first, who gets the best spot to sleep, and who gets priority with mates. It's all settled with a bit of posturing and the occasional squabble, and once it's set, it keeps the peace in the flock. But it's not all about who's boss. Chickens form deep, lasting friendships and can even seem to grieve when a buddy dies. Even more amazing, they're capable of empathy. Studies have shown a mother hen gets genuinely stressed. Her heart rate shoots up and she becomes hyper alert just from watching her chicks in a stressful situation. She literally feels their anxiety. There have even been cases of chickens helping blind flock members by guiding them to food. That's a level of compassion most people would never imagine from a bird. Chickens have incredible memories and facial recognition. If you have chickens, you've probably felt like they know exactly who you are. That's because they do. Chickens have fantastic memories and can recognize and remember over 100 different faces, and that includes other chickens and us humans. They'll remember who was kind to them and who wasn't, and they might even pass that gossip on to the rest of the flock. And this isn't just about recognizing the giant who brings the food. They build relationships based on real trust. A rooster might be super protective of his hens around a stranger, but be totally chill with the owner who has always cared for him. This ability to form bonds is part of why chickens can be trained and even act as therapy animals. Their memory is also sharp enough to understand object permanence, knowing something is still there even when it's hidden. That's a cognitive leap that young human kids take a while to master. Pretty mind-blowing, right? Have you ever seen any of these amazing behaviors in your own flock? Maybe you've seen one chicken look out for another, or noticed them having what looked like a very specific conversation. We'd love to hear your stories, so tell us in the comments below. What's the smartest thing you've ever seen a chicken do? Chickens can dream. You know how a sleeping dog will sometimes twitch its paws like it's chasing a rabbit? Well, chickens do something very similar. Just like us, chickens experience REM sleep, the stage of sleep where dreaming happens. Their REM cycles are way shorter than ours, sometimes just a few seconds long, but their brains are buzzing with activity. Now, we can't exactly ask them what they're dreaming about, but scientists figure it's probably based on their day, dreaming of finding a juicy bug, taking a glorious dust bath, or maybe even having a nightmare about a hawk. The fact that they dream at all points to an emotional and mental depth we're just beginning to appreciate. But their sleep has another trick up its sleeve. Chickens can also do something called unihemispheric slow-wave sleep. In plain English, they can literally put half their brain to sleep while keeping the other half and the eye connected to it, wide awake and watching for danger. It's the ultimate survival multitasking. They are master problem solvers. Bird brain is usually an insult, but maybe it ought to be a compliment. Chickens are seriously impressive problem solvers. They show self-control and the ability to think ahead. In one experiment, chickens could peck a button to get a small treat after 2 seconds, or they could wait 6 seconds for a much bigger, better treat. The hens almost always chose to wait for the better prize, showing a level of self-control and future planning not typically seen in human kids until they're about 4 years old. They also learn by watching each other. A chicken can figure out how to solve a puzzle or learn what not to eat just by observing another chicken's success or failure. This is social learning, and it's a hallmark of high intelligence. It's why neuroscientist Dr. Lori Marino says chickens are just as cognitively, emotionally, and socially complex as most other birds and mammals in many areas. So what do you think now? We've seen that chickens can do math, speak a secret language, see in ultraviolet, feel for each other, remember your face, and even dream. These aren't just simple, unfeeling farm animals. They're behaviorally complex, whip-smart creatures with rich inner lives and intricate societies. The next time you see a chicken, look a little closer. See the intelligence in its eyes, listen for the meaning in its calls, and just appreciate the ancient, fascinating world it lives in. We've all been underestimating them, but now you know the truth. Chickens are, without a doubt, one of the most unbelievably cool animals on the planet. If you found these facts as mind-blowing as we did, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more incredible insights into the animal kingdom. Thanks for watching.
Hey, before we take off today, here's a reminder to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It helps small-time content creators like myself in so many ways. Support those who support me by visiting them with the links in the description below. Also in the description are links to any of the excellent products I used or mentioned in this video. Remember, friends, there are no ordinary days. Make this one outstanding. Go out and do something excellent for yourself and for someone else. Thanks again for checking in. I am out.